I believe when you buy an Aston Martin, you're buying it for largely emotional reasons. In many cases, the customer may have had a picture of an Aston Martin on their bedroom wall when they were 14 years old. It may have taken them 40 years of being in that prospective phase before they actually come and secure that purchase. Whilst I'm utterly sure that the car won't let you down, it's really, really important that the experience doesn't let the customer down either. The design brief for this car was aspire to make the most beautiful car in the world. Aspire to make an icon. The expectation of our customer is so high. Everything has to be flawless. What that gives us is a sustainable business, as long as we make that customer experience right. And it all starts here. We used to make 100 cars a year, but now we're talking about making 7,000 sports cars a year, and we need to know those customers as intimately as we once knew those that only bought 100 a year. We can't do it in the traditional sense. That's why we need Salesforce.
The relationship doesn't start and end with the transaction of the car. It's a high technology journey with a very personal touch. Having Salesforce Lightning and manage that has been the big breakthrough for us as a business.
All these bits of information were in little pockets all around our business, and we had nowhere to take all of that information and put it in one place. Salesforce gave us that one location, creating this amazing three-dimensional view of all of our customers that we can all share.
The biggest surprise that we've seen has been the visibility of data. Salesforce Lightning has really opened up a whole different level of conversation with us.
The technology that Salesforce provides us is the inflection point to make those cars better and more tuned to customer needs, and more importantly, to changing customer needs.
DB11 was a launch powered purely by Salesforce from day one. So we could see throughout the whole journey all the interactions with the customer.
We had our invited guests sent an HTML email, personalised to them, no paper invitations, they just wave their smartphone. Our staff check them in, campaign status gets updated, an hour later they get an email saying thanks very much for visiting the stand.
They show interest in the car, they put down an order, and with the Lightning platform we can then start to take that lead on the journey through the dealer, through the sales process, and then into ordering the car, and that drives a one-to-one relationship in a seamless way.
We have to have a very sophisticated engine driving that relationship through the product, whether it's latest generation technology on the configurator or the implementation of Salesforce Lightning to manage that customer journey.
Personalised, targeted, automated communication that just appear as if by magic.
It's that surprise and delight. It's that level of insight that we have into the customer and the way they live their lives so that we can be there when it feels right.
Whilst we're a company with a long past, we can't live in the past. We have to live in the future. And Salesforce technology is the real catalyst of our second century plan.
Anticipating what's going on with the car, anticipating what the customer is looking for, predictive, preemptive customer service. The whole turnaround of Aston Martin, it's about the next 100 years.
You need to continuously reinvent Aston Martin without changing the essence of the brand.
Salesforce gives us the power to deliver an awesome customer experience.
The same experience that somebody 50 years ago had buying one of those 100 cars a year.
It's technology powering those relationships, but it's also real people delivering them. That's the big breakthrough.
We've achieved something incredible in a really short space of time, and there's a whole other world out there waiting for us to discover.
We went with Salesforce because we saw the future.
So that was an amazing story, and to give us a little insight into some of the hows of the technology behind it, let me introduce you to Paul Smith. He's going to join us, and he's the GM of MIA Marketing. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So wow, I I love that video. I want one. I love that video for a number of reasons. I was that 14-year-old boy. I actually did have the Aston Martin poster on my wall. I had the model car, the one that you could open the door, move the steering wheel around. That was me. It was awesome. I also love how they just create these objects of great beauty, and they just put an enormous smile on our faces. I had a big grin on my face while I was watching that video. And I also love how they're committed to creating this same unique customer experience for every single one of their customers. And I want to show you how they do that using the Salesforce Customer Success Platform. Now that starts with Sales Cloud Lightning. This is the same Sales Cloud that I use every single day, that so many people in this room use every single day to manage your customer relationships, now with a beautiful new UI, effortlessly customizable, more embedded intelligence. And the feature that I use the most, the piece I love, is being able to take all this with me on my mobile device using Salesforce One. Genuinely run my business from my phone. Now, if we're going to create this incredible experience for our customers, and you've heard us talk about community a number of times today already, we really need to engage our wider community. I have the opportunity to meet with a lot of different customers across Europe. And it's really struck me in recent months how front of mind this is. You know, how do I activate and enable a community at scale? How do I enable my customers, my partners, my employees to collaborate with each other? And now, with Lightning Community Builder and community templates, you can have a community up and running in minutes. And today, we're also announcing some new partner components to make this experience even better. So, in this age of the customer, it's also incredibly important that we join up all of these individual experiences that our customers have across our different touch points into one meaningful customer journey. And that's where companies like Aston Martin are using the Marketing Cloud to create highly personalized one-to-one experiences across email, mobile, social, personalized advertising, their web properties. You know, genuinely engaging with customers on the channel of the customer's choice, on the device of the customer's choice, starting to predict, as you heard, the next interaction with this customer. And this is about more than just marketing, right? This is about joining up that experience, be it across a sales engagement, a service engagement, with marketing to create this unified experience, complete CRM. Now, you can also build your own custom applications on the Salesforce App Cloud. So internal applications for your employees, beautiful external customer-facing applications, all powered by Lightning, running on the world's most trusted cloud platform. This transforms the way that you build applications in your business and allows you to innovate at the speed that you need. Now, if there's one thing I would love for you to take away from all of this, it is that this whole customer success platform, it's of equal value to the smallest customer as it is to a large global brand like Aston Martin. Small customers, medium, large customers, everyone can derive the same innovation and value from the customer success platform. So I really want you to take that away. And now, I want to bring this Aston Martin story to life with a live demo. All our demos are live. Big shout out to our demo team over there. Welcome. They are the best demo team in the world, bar none, and I hope I haven't angered the demo gods by saying that. So let's take it away. Now, to bring this to life, I'm going to take the role of a member of the team at an Aston Martin dealership. And here is where I start my day in the Lightning homepage. It's where I keep on top of all of the key metrics that I'm tracking. It's where I communicate with my colleagues, receive the latest news and information, hear the latest DB11 promotional video from Aston Martin. It's where I see my new leads, my opportunities. And we're also all very busy people, right? It's easy to miss something in the way that we run our businesses so fast these days. And one of the features that I particularly like here is the assistant. And what the assistant is doing is it's proactively reaching into my business and it's pulling out those items that need my attention now. So a lead that I haven't followed up on, an opportunity that hasn't moved to the next stage quickly enough. One of the things it's showing me here is that I'm due to meet with Emma later, who's interested in purchasing a new DB11. We'll come back to that in a moment. And then also on the left-hand side here in the Lightning homepage, here's everything else I need to run my business. Tasks, files, detailed contact records. Now, with amazing timing, I can see that Emma has arrived for her meeting with me. So I'm actually going to go back into that contact record, because what I want to do is I want to refresh myself on all the information I need so that I can have a great meeting with Emma. And here I can see that she's been an existing customer for quite some time. I've got the timeline of all of her interactions with us down the right-hand side here. In fact, really interesting, I can see that she started to configure a new DB11 online. I can see the passion points we've captured in previous conversations with Emma, what she spent on accessories, on servicing. And in fact, as I look here, I can see that not only is she an existing customer, she's actually a great existing customer. This could potentially be the third vehicle that she has with us. She's really engaged with our marketing campaigns. We invited her to attend the launch of the DB11 in Geneva. She responded, she attended, she's engaged with us on social media. Excellent. Now, what I love here is that this is bringing together everything I need across sales information, service information, marketing information, everything I need to inform a great conversation with Emma. Now, I'm going to take all this with me on my iPad because I spend more time in front of customers than I do in front of my desk. So I do run my business from my iPad or my iPhone. So I've got all of the same contact record information here that I had in the homepage that you saw earlier. It looks great. Salesforce One is also a platform. So embedded here is the configurator that I know I'm going to use in my conversation with Emma. So I don't want to keep Emma waiting. Let me just make my way over the dealership here and go and meet Emma. Hey, Emma.
Hey, Paul. Great to see you again.
You too. Thank you for coming in this morning.
You're welcome.
And I hear you met some of my colleagues out at the Geneva Motor Show.
I did. Thanks so much for inviting me. I had a great time.
Very good. Glad. Look, it was our pleasure. It was our pleasure to invite you along. So I see that you've started to configure a DB11.
I have. I've spent quite a lot of time looking at the configurator and spending time.
Very
I just
exciting.
had a couple of questions. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
A couple of questions that I just wanted to run through so that we can finish the car.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do that. So let's go and work through the configurator here. Have you finalized on the color?
I have. I've decided to go with the super cool magnetic silver.
Awesome. That will look fabulous. And I would suggest you go with the shadow chrome wheels.
OK, perfect. And they'll go brilliantly with the red brake calipers, which I've decided on.
Red brake calipers should be the law. OK, so good. Now, I can see from the Rapide that you're driving at the moment that you quite like bold interiors.
I do.
So what are you thinking of for this one?
Well, I quite like to always add my personal touch, as you know, to the interior of the car. So I was wondering, I know it's not on the color palette there, but do you have the stitching in a scarlet red?
Scarlet stitching.
Yes, please.
That would be cool. OK. So look, we've got a specialist team Q because, look, we love it when you give us unique requests like that because you should absolutely put your own stamp on this vehicle. So we've got our specialist team Q who can advise us on things like that. I don't want to waste any time here.
Okay.
So I'm going to put a video SOS call into Q from my Salesforce app here so that we can have a conversation and keep moving.
Sounds great.
OK. Is Q there?
Hi, this is Camilla from Q. How can I help you today?
Hey, Camilla. I'm here with Emma, one of our customers. She's really close to finalizing the design of her DB11, but she's asked for some scarlet stitching, which I think would look very cool, but how do we do that?
Oh, yeah, that sounds great, and that's not a problem. Just swipe up on the screen here.
OK.
And when you get up there, just go ahead and enter Emma's specifications into the box on the left. And
So
we'll
here,
collect that
in this
from our
box, I just dropped scarlet contrast stitching there, OK?
Yeah, that's perfect. And we'll pick that up on our end.
OK, and that's going to be saved against her record. All good.
Yep. Anything else I can help with?
No, that's fantastic. Thank you. So look, it looks like Q's got the scarlet stitching covered, which
Amazing.
will look amazing. Should we not waste any more time? Should we go ahead and place this order?
Come on, then. Let's do it.
Excellent. Very exciting. Well, look, I'm sure we'll see you again soon. Thank you.
Thanks, Paul.
So pretty cool. Emma has just ordered her new DB11. But that's one part of the customer journey. Admittedly, it's a pretty big part of the customer journey, but it's one part of the customer journey. And what we need to do now is to keep Emma engaged throughout that customer journey. And this is where Aston Martin are using the Marketing Cloud to create those personalized one-to-one experiences across email, mobile, social, using targeted advertising as a channel and the wider web. And if we go up a level here, we can see that Aston Martin have actually mapped out all of the key parts of their customer journey in some interactive journey maps here, from acquisition at the dealership level, all the way through to the first test drive, the service experience that you have with that vehicle. And what we want to do to keep Emma engaged here while she waits for that vehicle is we want to get her to download our mobile app so that we can keep communicating with Emma over that mobile app. So let's drill in here into the engagement part of the journey and look at a live journey. It starts with a trigger. Here we've got a really big trigger. She's placed an order for a new car. We'll have a goal, and that goal is some significant conversion to download the mobile app. And we start by sending Emma an email. And if she opens that email and downloads the mobile app, amazing, we're done. If she doesn't, what we've got in the journey here is we've got to wait for a couple of days, and then we could send her another email, reach her with a targeted ad, encouraging her to download, or an SMS. All of the content needed to power these journeys lives inside the Marketing Cloud. Let's take a look at the email that we're going to send to Emma. Okay, let's take a look at the mobile version. That is the mobile version. It looks amazing. So we're going to go ahead and activate that campaign. And let's see if Emma's received that email and how that's working out for Emma.
So I received an email link from Aston Martin on my iPhone this morning inviting me to download their really cool customer app. I'm so excited about my new car arriving, and this gives me the perfect opportunity to follow its build. In fact, I've been pretty addicted today. I can't stop looking at it. Not only can I see my own personal information, I can see my existing car, and also a link to my cool new DB11. But I can do other stuff too. I've spent ages catching up on news from Aston Martin. I've even interacted with a couple of other Aston Martin users in the community. I've checked out what cool events I can go to, and I've also spent an age shopping their accessories. But what I'm most excited about, and I am addicted to this completely, is checking out when my car's coming. So I go back to my profile, click on my link to my new car, and see what Aston Martin are updating me on. So let me take a look. A message. Oh, wow, new stuff. Oh, hang on, I have a new message. I don't believe it. The day has come. My car's arrived. Wow.
Wow.